Hello everyone, welcome to another educational video of SlideScope. In this video, we are doing some Power BI projects for beginners that you can try. And today we will use the populations.csv data from GitHub. Link of the data will be provided in the description. So we'll be comparing population growth of countries with Power BI. So we already have Power BI open here and we will simply connect the data. So data is in CSV format. That's why we will use this connector. And here is the population data. So in this data, you can see on one column we have the name of the country, then its country code, and then for every country the year starts from 1960. So this in this data set we have data starting from 1960 going up to 2021 for each country, and this value represents what is the population for that year. So in such cases a line graph will be a preferred mode. Our line chart will be the best to compare the population, and we will also use map chart to plot some graphs in order to see how total population is distributed over the world map. So now we'll simply load the data, and here we have our data set. So you can see the country code and country name, which are the string values. They don't have any icon associated with them, but those values which are numerical in nature, they have this sigma sign, which means these are the numerical values. Now first of all we will click on line chart, and we can resize and reposition our graph. Then in the x-axis we will drag year. So from 1960 to 2021 all year values will be dragged in the graph. Now in the y-axis we will just drag values, and you can see by default we have sum of value. So if you remember from the data set, for every year we have a value, and here you can already see in the table view that for every country we had at least 60 or 70 rows, 60 61 rows, but here you will see just one row for every country, because the data has been calculated, data has been aggregated, and as an aggregate we are seeing the sum, and that is what is happening here, and that's why you are seeing this graph. But in legend you will see legend here. So in legend actually we can drag different countries. So we will drag country name in legend, and then you will see many lines. So all these lines are actually representing population growth of every country that is present in the data set. Now suppose you have to select a specific countries. So what you can do is you can drag this same column, that is the country name, in filter, and then suppose you want to select China, India and Canada. So we can select China, India and Canada, or whatever you want to select. So let's say we are selecting these three countries. So here you can see China, India and Canada. And what we can do here is, let's find like something like USA. So USA might be written as United States. So here you can see the population growth of China, India and USA. Let's remove China. So by using this filter you can actually select any set of countries that you want to compare. we can, let's say, Brazil. So let's select this. So here you can see, and now we can see that population of India is growing at a high rate than of these two countries. You can also see from here that although the population of Brazil is less than United States, but their growth rate is very similar. So this is how you can use line graph to create something like this, a visual like this. Let's create a new page, and in this page we will use a field map. So a field map is something where, based on the area of the country, the area will be filled, and then the color will represent the intensity or the value. Darker shade of color means higher value, and lighter shade of the same color means lower value. So when we use the field map, in location you have to drag country name. So it will automatically read all the country names. You can see these are filled. Currently every country has the same color because we have just filled the country names. But here you can see, in legend we will actually put a value. So you can see. So now, based on different colors, you will see different populations. And then we can also drag the country name in the filter to select a specific country. Let's say we select India and China. So here you can see from this legend, you can see the data range, and you can even take your mouse over that particular field map to see the value, which you can see here. You can go to the format section, formatting your visual, and you can select the style, like whatever style suits you, your representation. You have grayscale, everything is there, even Arial, and we will choose light, which is default. You can show or remove labels. You can see the country names. In controls, you can provide zoom buttons, as you can see here, like zoom in, zoom out button. You can provide lasso button, which will help you in selecting any particular portion. So let's do this. The geocoding culture can be auto or, let's say, ENUS. So it depends upon that. Let's say like Albania, whatever countries you will select will start appearing as per their actual location. So this is how you can compare population growth of countries with Power BI.